Hello, this is Real Talk from the Heart. It's been a while. It's like I'm joking, but I don't know. My heart was a little heavy today after I seen a person, and it's weird because I had a dream about somebody that they were holding this. They had this purse that I gave them apparently, and it was like I was dragging this purse, and then I started to put it on my shoulder. And the person that I'm dreaming about, I see today. Like, I keep running into her. And I'm like, God, what is going on? Because it's weird. Like, my heart gets so heavy. And I don't know why. So, I've been praying, like, a lot of stuff. And, I've been getting a lot of guidance about strongholds and, like, soul ties and stuff like that. Because we go through stuff because of, who we are connected to. I was watching this movie on Prime and he did an example of eggs, right? Simple example. He mixed the eggs and said, when you get with this person, then that person been with this person, and and then all of a sudden you think you back to your normal self when you by yourself, but then you still holding the baggage of this person and stuff like that. And it makes me get to this point. Like, I always get to this point where I'm talking about a soul tie, you know what I mean? Someone that I've dealt with, someone that I thought that I'm over with, you know what I mean? And it's just that you think about them in like the past, you know what I mean? But the one thing that I understand about soul ties and how you're mixing your spirit with somebody else's spirit, and you start, you become, you start to become them, or they become you, or it's like the residue is still left in you, right? Of them. And as a woman, we're already emotional and emotionally creatures, so we carry certain things, right? So I'm learning that, soul ties are very important. That's why I believe when, back in the day, it wasn't sleeping with this person, sleeping with that person. It was, it wasn't even dating or anything. It was just you get with this person and that's who you was with. You know what I mean? And not, oh, I'm gonna sleep with this person and go with this person, but this didn't work out over here. So now you have all of that that's still in you, right? All of that person's spirit, and that person. So how do you empty it? That is the question. So I've been praying about, God to remove the, soul ties between me and my kids' fathers, even, people that I've dealt with in my past. Because I've learned that I've dealt with a type of person and I don't like that person. I don't like the people that I pick. You know what I mean? So I'm like, God, how can I remove the residue of the type of person that I've been picking and not continuously pick them for my future or my present? You know what I mean? So first, I've been on this fast, right? I got some coffee. I've been on this fast where I've been fasting stuff that is pleasing to my flesh. Why I'm doing it? Because I want my spirit man to be strong, not my flesh, right? And it's been working because it's like temptation. Like, every time I do good, evil is always going to be present. Even with my attitude, now it's like God is working on my attitude with certain people, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that he's cleansing me and purging me and consecrating me for, whatever he's going to consecrate. Because, God don't give you the answers to, he don't give you the answers to the quizzes. So what I am learning is we have to learn self-love. Sometimes we are emotional creatures, women, and we go with the flow with these broken men. You know what I mean? We don't know what they've been through. We don't know what they had to endure. We don't know their past. They only tell us what they want to tell us, right? So we're getting with a broken man who may have been with another broken person. right? And then now your soul tie is not just to that man, but it's to whoever he was with. Because was he cleansed, or was he ever in a point where as though God was like purging him from, his past, or did he even ask God to do these things? I'm learning that because people are in relationships with God, it's levels to this thing, this relationship with God. There's people who just know his name. There's people who, pray. There's people who say they know everything and they don't know jack. You feel me? So, in this journey, and real talk from the heart, I'm walking with God, right? And I'm learning, around me, there's nobody perfect. No matter how much you look perfect, no matter how much you look like the glory of God or whatever the case may be, you're not perfect. The only one that walked this earth that was perfect was Jesus Christ. And I'm learning that we can try to be something that we're not. You know what I mean? So you got to be who God has ordained you to be, who he has spoken you to be. Not spoken your friend to be, not spoken this person, but who he has spoken you to be. So it's really up to us to figure out what God wants us to be in him. It's not simple, man, because in this walk with God, you have so many traditions, you have so many dysfunctional ways, you have so many things that you put on since you was a kid, a baby. They taught you stuff that wasn't right. You know what I mean? So you got to unlearn some things. You got to be undysfunctional. You have to be untraditionalized. You have to be this or that. And it's hard because if I am doing it this way for 37 years, how are you going to tell me to come over here and change it? But it reminds me of a famous story of Peter and Jesus on a boat, right? He's been a fisher of men. He's been a fisherman for so many years. And Jesus gets on a boat and say, cast your net over here. It makes so much sense now. Shantae, you 37 years old, right? And I want you to do some different things. I know you 37. I know you've been doing things like this for so long, but I want you to cast your net over here. Peter, I want you to cast your net right here. What? You tripping, God? That's what the feeling is. But if you want the greatness of God, and if you want to be purged, and if you want to be consecrated, and you want to unlearn, and you want to be untaught and all this stuff, you have to be able to be led by God. And it's like, it seems simple. We say it all the time, but in reality, it's not, because your heart start palpitating when when stuff need to change, because that's me. My heart start feeling heavy. I get this feeling. Like, I really do. I get this feeling, right? And I'm like, God, what is this? What are those? What is this? Like, you know what I mean? But he's coming to that you have life and have it more abundantly, and that your parents are just they're just loners. Like, we're just loners to our parents, but our parents are just loners to us. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that, it's like some people are brought up differently than others, and that's what I'm learning. But just because that it might not be the right way doesn't mean that you can't stop growing from where you are, honey. Because that's what I thought. Damn, where does this limitation of my mind end? You know what I mean? How can I do this if I never been taught how to do this? And then you start asking God some questions that you never even thought that you would ask him before, and how to do this and how to do that. Because that's where my prayer life is. It's, God, how? I've been doing it for this way for so many years. What do I do now? What is my next? I've been fasting. Like, what do you want me to fast next? Like, I'm like, okay, I gotta figure it out. And it's like, oh my God, it ain't even that I have to figure it out, because I've been trying to figure it out for so long. And I'm just so used to I that I need God to do it. God, baby. That's who. God. Say it with me. God. And then you'll be like, won't he will? Because God been doing some miraculous things for me. And I'll be like, won't he will? It ain't nobody but God. Seriously. And then I'm like, yo, I'm drinking my water. Drinking my water. I'm looking younger. So what more can I ask for? Is the inside of healing. The inside on out. Not the outside on. I mean, I want the inside on out. Because we can dress this up really nice. We got makeup, we got weave, we got earrings, we got all this types of stuff that make us look good. But you can't dress the inside, baby. No, you can't. Because if you're evil, it's going to show. If you hateful, it's going to show. If you some type of way, baby, it's going to show. Seriously. Even when I want to go back, it'd be like, I can't go back. I cannot go back to where I've been. Like, I'm in the middle of this thing. It's like, you either going to sink or you're going to swim. And they say black people can't swim, but I can swim. Seriously. You be like, seriously, yo. But I'm just here to tell you, yo, this is real talk from the heart. Keep pushing, man. Push. Pray until something happens. This conversation that you have between God, it should be personal. Personal, because when the devil come to you, it's personal. He trying to destroy everything that you touch. Yeah. And you know, there's 7, whatever you do today, it's 7 generations out. So whatever our ancestors and our people did was 7 generations out. You understand me? You got to break the curse. You are the curse breaker, baby. You are. You have to break the curse. If you want to see the change, you have to be the change that you want to see in these things. Because it ain't going to just happen by itself. It's not. I wish it would just come to me. I wish it would just walk to me. I wish. But it's like, you got to put some work into it, because if you don't work for nothing, then how would you appreciate it? People that are given things don't appreciate anything. Don't. But if you work for it, you're going to appreciate it because you had to work for it. You had to do something to get it. Seriously. I'm going to drink on that. Sorry, that was hot. It burnt my lip. But this is Miss Tizzle, the Bling Queen. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I feel like God got me in this place where he just be wanting me to say please and thank you. And I'm a little rebellious, but I ain't gonna lie. God is working on me. Trust me. There's walls. The walls of Jericho has to come down. It has to come down. Timber. That's me. Timber. I'm going away kicking and crying. Because it's a lot of change. I don't like change, but I like it now because it's changing God, and I know it's eternal. So I'm here to tell you, like, just subscribe to can you please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share my videos. I really appreciate all the support and supporters. I'm telling you, man, this is a journey. It's a journey for life, man. A lifestyle. And it's changing on the inside on out, man. From your change, it's going to be generations that's going to be affected by the right decisions that you make. So make sure you make the right ones. Seriously. It don't look like nothing now, because I'm talking to you and me. It don't look like nothing now, but look, God has something really big in store for you. I'm telling you, he ain't bring you all the way this far just to leave you. I'm telling you. And I've been through so much. My life has really changed. My life has changed drastically. And I keep asking God, like, what is this? What is this? Why do you have me here? All right. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.